Alright, Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Like I say, Shalom to the elect. This is word on True Favorite Saturday. And yeah, today I just want to tie this lesson, the lake of fire. Because this is going to be this is not some place, where you go after you die, man. This is actually talking about the land of America on the day of the Lord, man. Because this whole land mass is going to be consumed with fire after it pretty much get hit with those missiles, man. It's going to be pretty much consumed with fire, man. So let's just get into it. This is Revelations 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death, see? Which, so like, and this further proves that, these so-called Christians, contradicting themselves, because I thought hell was the lake of fire. So how can hell cast itself into hell, man? No, this is talking about the land of America being consumed, with this fire, man. This is the second death, which, matter of fact, let's get this in Psalms. Cause why it's gonna look like a lake? It's gonna actually look like a lake of fire, man. What it is, Psalms 58, I believe. Yep, Psalms. It's like it, 58. Because these missiles is also known as rain, man. So this is Psalms 58, and I'm gonna start at verse 6. It says, "Break their teeth, O Most High, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord." And what do these teeth represents? Pretty much their military might, man. Because the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is going to return at the height of World War III, man. This is all the climax of the movie. At the height of World War III, the Lord is going to return, and it says the young lions, because pretty much their weaponry is at its height. You got these different fighter jets, the different tankers. You got rail guns. You got laser beams. So Esau, his weaponry is at its height, man. And the Lord is pretty much gonna crumble your military, man. And then, ultimately, it's gonna crumble your military and use. Matter of fact, I continue on. It says, "Let them melt away as waters, which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces." See? So when the Lord shoot his arrows, which the thermonuclear missiles, which that's the Lord's army, man. The missiles, which in the scripture is known as rain. It's also known as arrows. And why is it known as rain? Because it's gonna be an aerial thing, man. It's gonna come down from the sky, just like how Noah. Or matter of fact, because let's get that in Luke. Let's get that in Luke, man. Because how in the days of Noah, didn't it rain in the days of Noah? Didn't it rain in the days with Lot? Why? Because it's going to go hand in hand. Because the days of Noah, it rained water. But in the days of Lot, guess what? It rained fire in that day, man. Matter of fact, let's just get it. This is Luke 17 and 26. "But as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it also be in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. See? So it was an overwhelming presence of water in that day, man. You know, it came from the sky, it came from the ground, man. You know, it was an overwhelming presence of water, pretty much that drowned the people, man. Yeah, I mean, it says likewise also as it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built it. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. See? So this is pretty much how America is gonna pretty much be overwhelmed with fire and brimstone by the way of the missiles, man. Now, like I said, it's gonna look like rain because the whole sky is gonna be filled up with those missiles, man. You know, and if you look at fire, it's like it's always flowing. Fire is not stagnant. That's a real entity that moves. That's why I said let them run continually because that fire because a lake is a body of water that's surrounded by land. You know, so that body of water is not moving, but this lake is gonna be moving by the way of this fire. Is you know, like I said, it's an entity. It moves. It's not just gonna stand. It's not a still frame, man. You know. Let's see. Cause that's what's gonna cause this lake of fire. Everything's gonna be pretty much uh, consumed with this. Matter of fact, let's see. Yep. This is this is Wisdom of Solomon 16:16. It says, "For the ungodly that denied to know thee were scourged by the strength of thine arm, with strange rains, hails, and showers." See? And what is the strange rains? The missiles, man. Hails and showers, and yeah, and this is gonna be a overflowing rain. And when you have like a pretty much overflowing rain, you have puddles, you know. But this place in America, this is gonna be the whole pretty much. This is the venue the Lord is gonna choose pretty much to show His power, man. This whole land is gonna be consumed in fire, man. And how is that gonna be done by the way of the missiles? And that's not gonna be a swift death, man. Because actually, um, the people are going to be also liquefied in that day. They're going to be part of that lake of fire. You know, matter of fact, I'm going to continue on in this, and I get that. It says, for the ungodly that denied to know thee were scourged by the strength of thine arm. Now, who is that? That's talking about Yahweh Shai, man. You know, it says, with strange rains, hails, and showers were they persecuted, that they could not avoid, and through fire were they consumed. See, so this rains and hails and showers was fire, man, which was the missiles, you know. And they said they could not avoid because you can avoid plain old rain. You can just go in your house, you know, have an umbrella. No, but this right here, you cannot avoid this, man. Why? Because this is the Lord's armor. This is the most powerful weapon on the planet Earth, man. It says for it, which I most to be wondered at, the fire had more force than the water that quencheth all things. For the world fighteth for the righteous. See, so you got Lake Michigan. That's not gonna be there no more, man. Mississippi River, all that is gonna be burned up, man. And it said it had more force in the water. Probably even parts of the Gulf of Mexico is gonna be pretty much dried up in that day, man. You know? So Yahweh Shemel Shai is gonna do a marvelous work, man. You know what I mean? So let's see, let's get that in Revelations again. Revelation 20 and 14. It said, and death and hell was cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book was cast into the lake of fire. And yeah, and you're not just gonna instantly die, man. No, actually you're gonna be liquefied. And that's why I said let them melt away as waters. You know? Because you actually are gonna be melting, man. That's gonna be a process. You know, Yahweh Shemel Shai is gonna pretty much gonna keep the spirit in you. You read Zechariah the 14th chapter, that plague, you know. Let's see, I'm trying to add something like that, Jeremiah. Yep, this is Jeremiah 47:2. It said, thus said the Lord, behold, waters rise up out of the north, and shall be an overflowing flood, and shall overflow the land, and all that is therein, the city, and them that dwell therein. Then men shall cry, and all the inhabitants of the land shall howl. See, this is actually going to happen, man. The people, the inhabitants of the land, the people of the land. If you're not plucked up out of that day, you're gonna howl. Why? Because you're gonna actually be turned into liquid, man. You know, you're actually gonna be part of the lake of fire. You're not just gonna be there just and die. No, you actually gonna be liquefied in that day, man. And it's gonna be by the way of the missiles, because like I said, this whole land is gonna be consumed in fire, man. You know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give one more scripture, because well, then Ezekiel 38. And that's bad because a lake is considered a body of water that's surrounded by land. Where this lake right here is gonna be a land consumed in fire, surrounded by water, man. You know what I mean? So this is Ezekiel 38 and 22. It says, and I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the many people that are with him, in overflowing rain and great hailstones, fire and brimstone. See that overflowing rain, man, which is the mist. It's pretty much gonna be overkill on this place, man, and that's why it's gonna look like that. That's why it's gonna look like a lake of fire, man. We're gonna have the best seats in the universe to look at the discretion of America, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, and this how, matter of fact, verse 23, thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am the Lord. See, it said, and they shall know that I am the Lord. See, that because this is that day, man. It's gonna be it's gonna be a great and terrible day in that day, man. Because of the discretion and the deliverance, man. You know, the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, once again, his name is going to be magnified and glorified and once again reverenced and acknowledged throughout the planet Earth. And it's going to be by the way of this place getting pelted with thermonuclear missiles, man. You know? It's going to actually look like a lake of fire, man. You know? So yeah, again, man, I just hope they will edify. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakodash, and double honors to the apostle elders, great millstone, Shalom to the elect, that teach word, not truth, and sincerity, DTA, Bible Ball.